Alrighty, the note card is ready. For those who don't know me, I'm Mike. I'm working on a note card type activity. Still looking for a clever name for it, but it's generally I give myself a prompt or I receive a prompt. Today I received a prompt from my partner, Kate. That was really wonderful that we got to discuss. So I thought I would share it. And it is, how am I asking for help? So what I do is I then give myself three points to think about, discuss. Because the first one was not well. I'm not asking for help well. And I want to work on that. And so I jotted down 3 notes that worked for me, and then I shared, and then I even got feedback so that I could put tangible items in. And the first point was avoiding isolation. A lot of times when I need help, I'm a bit afraid. I'm worried about how people are going to perceive me, whether it's weak or incompetent, fighting with that imposter syndrome. And so I tend to just try to do things on my own, whether it's hours of searching on the internet. Even when I was going through some, pretty challenging emotional and mental health crisis, I didn't reach out for help. I literally Googled what's the meaning for life. And it was actually helpful because I came across Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. But I could have saved myself a lot of years of silent and quiet struggle if I had just reached out to others. And so for tangible points, I put, reaching out to Kate, getting back in with a therapist, and, figuring out who that wise counsel around me is. Because I love cultivating my intuition, but also finding community that supports me without prescribing what to do. Because I have a lot of people that just be like, you need to do this, this, and this, and this. And I really want to cultivate community and friends that work through stuff with me. And so that I'm listening to that counsel. And then there was a really good video the other day with David Bowie about creativity. First one, how am I asking for help, is avoiding isolation and finding those people in my life, professional friends and partner, to ask for help. And the next in is really just to jump in there. I was having a work issue the other day, and, I think I actually did a pretty good job of reaching out to others and saying, hey, I don't know this. Like, I know this is in my job title and I should know this, and I'm a little embarrassed. And I got a great response from a colleague that helped me work through it. And so instead of spending time spinning or doubting myself, I risked a little bit of that fear of embarrassment. And this was a pretty low threshold issue. But like stepping into that discomfort. I heard David Bowie talk about it, Pema Chodron, about, that edge of comfort and discomfort, and really finding that happy space there. And then point number 3 was to connect with a wise elder or elders. There's so much that experience teaches us in this life, and I've looked at, spent time in other cultures where the wise elder plays a real fundamental role in the community. And so I'm taking the steps to work out or connect to the elders in my life, and then elders in my community, especially my spiritual community. There's a lot of counseling offered by folks in the Buddhist community, and so I made a connection yesterday. So that is step one of the note card fest activity project. But then I also jotted down the obstacles, and I know mine are, I don't like to appear weak. Like, I want to be the hero in the journey. I want to have this sense of, like, I'll be a Viking and don't want to appear weak. And then there's this idea of rejection, that if I do ask for help, that it'll be rejected or dismissed, because that, is really, really unsettling. And then finally, just our culture. Just trying to battle the idea that our culture doesn't encourage asking for help. And so, the note card idea for today is, how can I ask for help? Maybe you want to use this as a prompt, or maybe you want to use your own idea for a note card. But for me, was getting out of isolation, taking tangible steps to talk to people, personal and professional. Really, when asking for help, finding that area of discomfort and being in that space where isn't a wild, uncontrolled risk, but I'm getting out of my comfort zone. And then connecting with the elders in my life and in my community. There's a reason why wisdom has been passed down through our elders for so many years, and why storytelling is so important. And so I'm reaching out to a few to embody that. Thanks for listening. I hope you have a wonderful day, and you can use your note cards or journals or whatever works for you to just think about this existence a bit more intentionally. And the note card is a handy dandy tool for me. Have a good one. I love you.